Well, hey family, this is Darlene. I'm sitting here still doing beads, and I figured I would turn the camera on while I sit here and cover these latest beads that I am working on. I messed around and went into the dollar store the other day. I went in there to get some writing paper, and when I went in, as soon as you walk into the store, they have the arts and crafts aisle, like right there as soon as you walk into the door. Um, so I said, you know what, let me walk down here and see what they got. It's amazing what the dollar store has in their little art and craft section. I was like, no, they don't. And it's like, well, yes, they do. They have little bottles of Mod Podge. And I grabbed 4 of them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how many beads that I could cover with one bottle. So I've literally covered all these beads right here. Let me see. All these. Oh, let me see it. So I went and dropped them all. But anyway, I have all these over here. So that's probably about 40 or 50 beads over there that I covered. And then I'm working on these, and I'm at about not even half of a bottle right now. So that's telling me that it's going to cover a lot of beads for $1.25 a bottle. So the idea is to see if the cost would be better with buying the smaller ones for $1.25 versus buying the big bottle. Is it like $13.99 or something? I don't remember the price of it, but I'm trying to see if it's gonna make sense to buy the smaller ones versus the big bottle. And another thing I like, because it is a small bottle and I can work in smaller portions, as opposed to having the bigger bottle and then having to pour some of the podge out into, like a bowl, or using the big container. So the small bottle is very convenient. I'm really digging it. And hopefully it just makes more sense to buy the smaller ones. It seems like the table is shaking. I'm trying not to shake it, but oh, and then I was in the I haven't been having time to really go into the Facebook group and like post anything or do anything, because I've been working on projects, like personal projects outside of the jewelry, and I've been working on not personal, but private projects for jewelry that I haven't been videotaping, because a lot of stuff I don't videotape, especially if I'm working on it for somebody. I just don't videotape it. And then I've been working on the beads, the wood beads, so I could make necklaces, chokers, basically, because these go on the fair.com website. So I got these painted. Covered. I'm gonna just set these to the side right here. And I always clean my brush off too from the Mod Podge so it don't stick. But I'm getting ready to grab these beads up right here that I did. I think I might already show those too. I do like the way these came out. So I'll put a coat on here, just one coat. And I really like the way they look. I just happen to like this bead anyway, with all the little circles. And I am getting ready to work on some, I have some other painted ones, the blue ones. And I'm thinking with the blue ones, I'm going to try to make them almost like turquoise, like right here. How you see the turquoise? So I'm going to take these and I'm going to put just a very small amount of black paint in a bowl, just a very, very small amount, just to cover it enough, like just a little bit, like here and there, and see if it'll come out like what I want it to look like. Miss Rita had posted a necklace yesterday. It was like the cheetah. So I don't know how you guys are getting that cheetah, but I absolutely love that. I had tried doing that well before I seen you guys do it, but for some reason mine don't come out right. So I just have to stick with what I got. And then I was sitting here, I was trying to figure out, oh, I don't know if I showed you guys these, but then we have these right here, the beads. And all these beads that I'm making are going to be these choker necklaces. So those, and then I just kind of did these almost like XO, like a, what is that called? XOO. What is that? Tic-tac-toe. I think it's called tic-tac-toe. So I tried to do it like X, not tried to, but I did it X's, O's. And this is basically, this is going to be a necklace. And it's going to be just with these beads on it. And then all these are going on fair.com. So these are already covered. So they're already painted. And then I put the one coat on there. And what I did on Sunday is I got some bracelets. I left the bracelets. Anytime I wear something, it usually ends up in my room. So I wore some on Sunday, a bracelet made with some of the painted beads. And anytime I do that, like I'm testing it, I do all kind of stuff. So my hands was in water. I was washing dishes. I was just doing a little bit of everything. Let me stop this phone. Doing a little bit of everything in the bracelets, and I do that solely so I can see if they will hold up. So I'm going to wear those same bracelets again tomorrow because I have an event, and then Sunday I'm going to wear them again, and have a lot of stuff planned for Saturday and Sunday. So I'm going to be doing a whole lot in those bracelets, and I'll see like and they generally hold up pretty good, like anything that I made so far and had to paint, it's been, it hangs up, it lasts pretty good. So these are these. I think I showed you these. I like the way these came out too. And then I was doing my, these are the peacock beads. And I am going to do some more of these. I like the way these look, almost like a peacock. So I'm going to do some more of these and just make these in the regular old choker necklaces. So that's what I've been doing, and then working on, like I said, private pieces for people. I have a couple of people who are dancers. So dancers in a sense, like professional dancers and stuff, and they do like a lot of shows. So when they do a lot of shows, of course, they have costumes. They call them costumes. They have costumes. And of course, jewelry is one of the accessories, that they need to really enhance their costumes. So I have two ladies that I do, make necklaces and stuff for, necklaces, bracelets. They do some of the earrings, and that's what I was working on for them, because they had a couple of shows coming up and they didn't want to wear the same pieces to each show. So I'm like, oh, okay, no, I got you. So I have 4 more pieces I need to make for them. And then after I make those, of course, I'm going to still be working on the painted beads because I'm working on the chokers. And then I have my other outside projects. I'm getting ready to work on, I don't know if I said this or not, but I'm getting ready to work on Toys for Tots. We do Toys for Tots every year, and that's a challenge and, a job all within itself, from the beginning of, getting people registered, to picking up the toys, to separating the toys. What we generally do is when we get the toys, we have a large fellowship hall in the back of my church building. So what we do is we literally take the toys and we separate them according to age. We separate them according to boy, according to girl, and then we do a breakdown of age. So each section for the age, we create a section for each age. So over here might be all girl stuff, and then it'll be a separation by age. So whenever the kids and their parents come in, they know which section to go to according to the kid's age. So we don't wrap anything. We leave everything unwrapped. I just like the idea of the kid just losing their mind when they walk in and they see all these toys just kind of everywhere, which usually happens every year. So when they come in, they just be like, oh my God, oh God, oh God. Little kids can't breathe. They just be standing still. They be having no idea what to do. And then you got to give them a starting point. Okay, over here is your age for you. So sometimes they'll see something else that they might want. So it's like, okay, well, you don't want the trucks, the electronic trucks or anything. You want something else. So it works out really nice. And every year they get between 7 and 9 toys each, and we'll have like about 100 kids that come, each year. And just think about it, each kid, about 100 kids get between 7 and 9 toys each. So when they come in, it's like they just lose their mind. They don't know where to start. They don't know what to pick. They be like, oh my God, it's just so much. I don't know what to do. And then their parents be like, okay, well, you better pick something, because we only got I think we give them 5 minutes to pick. Is that what we give them? 5 minutes or 3 minutes? I think we give them 5 minutes each. Each group, each family unit that comes in, we give them 5 minutes. I don't care how many kids you got. You got 5 minutes. So, and we do help them. So if it's just a mom, or if it's just a mom with the kids, or just dad with the kids, we do help them, to start putting stuff in the bags and stuff. And then the mom or dad be saying, hey, you need to hurry up so we can get up out of here, because they get 5 minutes each. And it always works out. So we do say, if at the 5 minutes you haven't picked your whole 7 or 9, whatever you got, you just got. That's all there is. There ain't no more. So that makes it fair, so that the other families are not just waiting while you're taking 20 minutes to pick something. So it's like, no, we're not doing that, because one, I'm not trying to be there all day, because after everybody leaves, whatever is left, we do have to do a breakdown, pack that stuff all up, and then whatever is left, I donate it to another organization up in Oceanside. So then that means that those people get whatever is left, and then they have a Christmas event with children. So they generally get a whole lot of stuff that's left over from us, and then they get to have an event. So it's basically 2 events coming, out of that one distribution of toys. So it works out really nice. But anyway, that's what I'm working on. Just staying busy. That's why I really haven't been doing videotaping. I haven't been posting a lot on the Facebook page. Only only because I'm doing stuff. And then you guys know I got a regular whole job that I work every day. Just stuff, just like the rest of you guys. Just busy. You got 1,000 things going on at one time that that's not on camera, that might not be jewelry related. Just a lot. Just a lot. And I love my life, and I thank God for, like, every day I find myself just kind of sitting, doing something, and I'll say, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'm literally saying thank you to God just for giving me the wherewithal, giving me the creativity, giving me the mindset that He has given me. So just wanted to stop by and say hey, and hope everybody have a really good weekend. And subscribers, thank you for all the new subscribers. We got a lot of new subscribers. And we got some new people in the group too. So I want to thank you guys all for choosing to subscribe and hang out with us here on the YouTube channel. And I hope you pick up some really good tips or get some really good jewelry making ideas. And all that good stuff. And if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And also, too, head over to the Jewelry by BDK Creator Zone and, join the group. And over there, you can post pictures of what it is that you're making. You can present questions and all that good stuff. Those ladies are really good over there. They're good for, they're very encouraging. They're very encouraging. They're very inspiring. Very talented, too. I mean, they be making some of the most beautiful stuff you're going to see. A couple people had email me and ask me, or even inbox me on Facebook asking me about fair.com. So I'm going to put the link in the bottom down here in the description area, and then you can just go ahead and check it out. But do remember, you have to have a website. And even if it's a one-page website, even if it's somewhere where you're displaying or exhibiting your collection, where you're selling it, and that's easy to do. Just a one-page website. It don't have to be complicated at all. It's just one page. When somebody click on your type in your website address, boom, it comes up, and it can just be one page with all your jewelry and everything displayed on that one page with the prices, like literally set up as an e-commerce store. And that's easy to do on one of the platforms. I know a lot of people are easing over to Shopify, and if that works for you, that works for you. But if you don't want to, really get involved in the design of things, just go with Wix. I mean, just a starting point. All you need is a starting point. I tell my clients that all the time when I'm talking to them, just a starting point. And then I'm gonna drop this before I log off. We as women need to be very careful about coverage and about allowing our mates, husbands, or whatever situation that you're in to be the person that is the money maker, or the person that takes care of all the business in the family. Because I'm talking to enough women to know that this is a disease. This is a bad thing. So men are leaving women after 20 something years. One lady was 36. He left her after 36 years, right? She didn't know how to pay a bill. She can't tell you how to walk into the bank and withdraw money out of her own account. Well, which was their joint account, which is now she does not have access to, because he was the one that was doing everything. I think that's a sickness. I don't care what nobody say. That's sickness. That's lazy. That is a submission that is not ordered or commanded by God. He does say be under submission to your own husband, but he did not say be ignorant under a man. That is not what my God said. Somebody else God might have said that, but not mine. And if it says that he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor with God, that woman has a whole lot. She's smart. And then it goes into talking about how smart that woman is in the book of Proverbs. How smart she is, how wholesome she is, how charitable she is, intelligent, a business owner. I mean, she is all those things. So it's like I'm saying, women, stop letting yourself get all caught up in these things like this, because I would think that it would be easy to get comfortable under someone else's ability to take care of you. So that's the thing. If there's good money coming in the house, everything that you need is being provided for, and all these other things. But I am seeing this too much. When I say too much, I mean too much. Where women are with men. One lady was 20, 23, 16, 36. I mean, just years. And I'm like, this makes no sense. One lady was, the man died. And when he died, she wasn't even married. So then the family, his children came in, and guess what? Put her out the house. Put her out the house. So now you have nothing. You have access to none of his property, like nothing. But she was with that man for all that time. And she said, well, he said to me that we didn't need a piece of paper to show our love. Wait, we don't need a piece of paper to show our love. No, we don't need a piece of paper to show our love, but we do need that piece of paper with our signatures on there to secure my future if something happens. That's crazy. I just don't get it. And it's like, women just getting all sucked into, to these master manipulators. And I'm just like, no, I'm seeing this too much with the women that I'm working with. And I'm just like, man, and I'll just be like, Lord Jesus, can you please keep my mind sharp and bless me to have good sense to not get all caught up in situations like such, because it's not a good thing. It's a very sad situation for a woman to be in, where she's really homeless after being with somebody for that many years, and you come up out of it with nothing. You having a fight with this man's family. And I'm just like, craziness of it all. And this man was a developer and he had things. And I'm like, this is like crazy to me. It makes no sense. But, that those are the things that people are getting themselves into, especially women. So I just wanted to drop that and say we need to be very careful about securing our futures anytime we are in a marriage, in a relationship, because you could be in a marriage for many years and all of a sudden somebody will wake up and they just be like, you know what, I don't want to be here no more. And they leave and you never see them again. So even with that situation shooting, you might want them to leave and never come back again, but make sure make sure your future is secured. Okay. I'm just like, mm-mm. And it's okay for you to have your own bank account. Everything ain't got to be joint. And that has always been my mindset. And it must have came from my mother and my grandmother because they always used to say that, it's good to be married. It's good to be in a relationship. It's good to have a life partner, all those type of things too. And they always used to say that, but still be smart in this because people change, their emotion change, their mindset change, everything changes, especially the older that you get, and then we change as we get older. Our look, we might be the prettiest thing ever younger, and then as we get older, that whole look can change and you looking like a whole new individual, and that person not be attracted to you anymore. And then before you know it, he or she is out the door. So if he or she is out the door, we got to make sure we as women got ourselves covered. And if you are situated and have your own before you come into a marriage, make sure you got your own, even if something happened after that marriage. We just got to keep ourselves covered because I'm just seeing this too much. I'm like, man, this is not making any sense to me. And anytime you put in that much time, with a person, but you know what, people, I didn't come to give a sermon, but that's just a lot that I'm seeing, with my clients, especially like with the women. And I'm just like, wow, now you're out here homeless, like literally with nothing. And of course, it wasn't just where the man died and all of a sudden the next day they're out of the house. No, that's not what it was. The person dies. And then, of course, you go through everything. And then before you know it, their family, their children, and everybody is coming because they're assets. And they're not going to let you get them because you're not his wife. Y'all wasn't never married. And I'm just like the craziness. And some of them are not even smart because you're living in California. And what about common law? I even said that. What about common law? What about common law marriage? And they said, well, I tried that and the kids are fighting me. And like, well, you know what? They'll just be fighting me to the grave. Because I'm not going to be in some 20-something years, 30-something years and all of that. And then come out and you be homeless. That don't make no sense to me. I'm just like, you know what? And then to talk you into not getting married, we don't need a piece of paper to show our love. No, we don't. But I need that to to secure my future. I don't know about nobody else, but you know what, family? We'll talk soon.